So there's pluses and minuses to cancel culture. So the benefits to things like cancel culture are they get rid of things like, I don't know, slavery, segregated schools. And there's a lot of you guys crying about shit today. And you sound a lot like the people that were opposed to that back then. This is the way it's always been. Why do they keep changing shit? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I wouldn't want to align myself with the people that were fighting slavery, but do with it what you will. You guys cry about things that shouldn't matter to you or things that you shouldn't be proud of. Like, this is our history. Why are we taking down these statues? I don't know, because maybe we shouldn't commemorate somebody who wanted to keep slavery. They don't do it in Germany. Yes, it's part of our history. They teach it in schools. They teach it in Germany. But they don't have airports or aircraft carriers named after Hitler. There's no SS Hitler. There's no Hitler aircraft carriers. And y'all cry about the dumbest shit like you really care. Land O'Lakes took the Indian off the front. Now, me personally, I love looking at a picture of a pretty girl on her knees, but is it going to change the way I butter my bread? Not at all. How can I make my pancakes if I can't be sure that a black mammy put the powder in the box? Is this the shit that's really bothering you? If so, you might be privileged. Little Mermaid's supposed to be white. Why? She's made up. It's not a real character. There's no real country she came from. Now, I'd give you that it loses authenticity if they had a Chinese girl playing a role of an Irish girl in the 1400s. Doesn't seem legitimate to me. But this is a made-up place. There's no such thing as mermaids, and there's no race to them. They could be purple. Honestly, your only argument to not having Little Mermaid be black is good luck trying to get your average black girl to get her hair wet while she's swimming. That's all you had. And then it took Mr. Potato Head off. He's supposed to be a mister. Is a fucking potato. He don't have a dick. Now on the other side, for the people arguing that it should be gender neutral, again, it's a fucking potato. And if you want to cry about it, they had a Mrs. Potato Head. And there's really nothing to it. It was just ears with earrings, eyes with lashes, and lips with lipstick. Stop crying. Some of you guys with the cancel culture take it too far and cry about shit that doesn't really matter. I'll give you an example. My son wanted to play Maui for Halloween, and they used to have an outfit. I don't know if you're familiar with the character, but he's a big muscular dude with tattoos, and he's wearing a leaf. Not a fig leaf like in Rome, but like a whole palm frond covering his junk. I assume he's packing, but I digress. But Polynesians got mad and said, "You're appropriating our culture." So they stopped selling it. And I had to call my uncle, who's an executive at Disney, and say, "Hey man, can you get me one of those costumes? I'll pay." And he said, "Sorry, we had to destroy him." What? So people got mad because he used the brown skin. But he's shirtless. He's huge. He has tattoos and his skin is brown because this is what Maui looks like. This is what Polynesians look like. This is what Polynesians look like. They made them look like us. If they made the costume white, you guys would have been flipping out that they whitewashed them. But now they're appropriating our culture. You know what's funny is most companies don't care about anything but money. This is the guy who played an African lion in The Lion King. With Moana, they actually sent the writers out to a bunch of different islands, Tonga, Tahiti, Fiji, Samoa, Hawaii. They got to understand our culture. Little details that you wouldn't even understand. For example, Tomatoa the crab is based on a coconut crab. Coconut crabs are real things and they're huge and they like to steal shiny objects. Forks, spoons, jewelry, whatever. For the cast is a mix of people from Hawaii, Tonga, Fiji, Samoa. They put effort into putting all of our people in it. They spent time and effort on it, and then they want to reap the rewards. The benefits is they get paid. You destroyed one of the avenues of getting revenue. Why? Because you didn't want little white kids running around looking like us? For forever, that's all we had. Batman, Superman, Daredevil, Spider-Man, the white version, not Miles Morales. And when we finally get a hero of our own, you get mad because you don't want them to dress like us. Why not? Did you know George Lucas tried to film a movie with an all-black cast? It's George Lucas. He made Star Wars. How you gonna turn him down? But all of Hollywood kept turning him down because they didn't want an all-black cast. But now, with Black Panther, it's an all-black cast. It did phenomenally at the box office, and they got to sell a ton of merchandise. You think they're not gonna be lining up and throwing money at Coogler for Black Panther 2? Of course they are. But they're less likely to want to make a Moana 2, 3, 4, 5 if you guys keep telling them they can't sell items that look like us because you don't want other kids to dress up and look up to us. Meanwhile, they'll sell 1 million costumes of Elsa with little Chinese, Puerto Rican, black girls wearing blonde wigs, and white people ain't gonna complain at all. I mean, could I have my son wear the Moana tattoos? Absolutely, but I live on the East Coast. Am I gonna send my son out in a grass skirt in 20-degree weather to go trick-or-treating? Absolutely not. Here's the irony. The Rock is the guy who played Maui. This child is actually related to The Rock. You stopped him from dressing up as a relative because he was appropriating the culture. Fucking stupid.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, I forgot about something for a second. You people crying about cancel culture, you're the same ones that burnt your Nikes when Colin Kaepernick said, hey, police shouldn't be able to murder black people and get away with it, right? That was y'all, right? And the same people that trashed their Robert De Niro posters when he said fuck Trump. That was you, right? Dude, hold on. You guys were the same ones that flipped out about the Dixie Chicks and said we're not buying any more of their stuff once they said they didn't like Bush, right? That was you, right? Same people crying about cancel culture? Just checking.